Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In my previous video I have discussed about introduction of overriding. In this video I am going to discuss about rules of the overriding. There are many rules in overriding, so we will discuss one by one, and there might be many more videos regarding to those rules. Okay, so let's get started. So first rule, here I have just written few points. Method signature must be same, including the order of argument type. Second rule, return type must be same till Java 1.4. However, covariant return type is allowed from Java 1.5 onwards, right? So what is covariant return type? I will discuss. Okay, and covariant return type, what is the covariant return type? It is the child of base class return type, correct? And one more thing, covariant return type applicable only for object type, not primitive type. So all these points I am going to discuss in details. So first I will discuss this one, and then gradually I will follow all these points. Okay, so consider this is a class B. In this class I have written one method test, and with the two argument string s, integer I, and printing parent test. Similarly, this is the class C. It is extending class P, and here the same method public void test string s, integer I. Same method name and same argument type, and also order is the same. See, this is test string s, integer I, string s, integer I. So this is the method signature. If you remember, in overloading I have already discussed about method signature. Method signature basically contains two things: name of the method and argument type, correct? So here the method name is a test, argument type is string, integer, and order also matters. If you are going to change the order, then we cannot say that this is the overriding, right? So in case of overriding, method signature exactly same. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing, return type must be same till Java 1.4. Okay, so till Java 1.4 the method return type will be same. Okay, I'm going to change this class little bit, only these methods, right? So here I'm going to put the return type. Okay, let's say here I'm taking the return type of object. Here as well I'm going to take the return type of object. Okay, so both method is returning the same type, object type. Both method is returning from the parent class method and child class method. Both are returning the same type. Okay, so till Java 1.4 this is okay, but from Java 1.5 onwards, the one concept came into picture, that is called covariant return type. So covariant return type is nothing but it is the child of the parent return type. So here parent method is test, here the inside child, here also test, but return type from parent is object and test is object. So this is valid for Java 1.4 as well as Java 1.5. But if you are going to make changes over here, right, instead of object I am going to return a string type. Okay, so make sure this concept, the covariant concept, came into picture from Java 1.5 onwards. Till 1.4 this will not work, but from Java 1.5 onwards it will work. So this is called the covariant return type. Covariant return type is nothing but the child of the parent return type. So here parent return type of object, and here in parent here that child return type is a string. So similarly Let's say if I'm having something kind of, here it is number, I'm going to take it number, return type is number, okay, and to make this guy happy I'm returning something 5, correct. Now here what I can take a return type of double, and to make this guy happy let's return something 3.0, correct, so that our code will compile perfectly fine. Now the return type in a parent is a number and return type in child is double, correct, but from Java 1.5 onwards this is valid because double is the child of number, correct. So this is how that covariant is working, right. Now the last point is talking about the covariant return type only applicable for the object type, not for the primitive type. So it means, suppose that this return type, I'm going to make the changes only in a return type, right. Let's say this is the double, primitive double, right, double, and this is 5.1, and here I am taking primitive int, and this is nothing but this, correct. If you will do like that and try to compile, it will give error, it will give the error because the double and integer, they are not compatible, right. So primitive type is not applicable for covariant return type, right. Now if this concept is clear, I am going to draw some picture for you guys to understand that covariant return type in a little deeper side, right. Here I am going to write parent return type, parent return type, and here child return type. Okay, so consider if parent is returning the object type, okay, so that what should be the valid return type for child? So object is the valid return type, integer valid return type, double valid return type, string is also valid, correct. And if we have created our own classes, let's say I have created employee class, then that employee class itself valid and etc. Why? Because in Java every class is the child of object class. So if my parent is returning object, then the child can return anything, any object child can return. So these are the valid return type for the child, correct. Now take the second scenario, parent return type, let's say, and here child return type, okay. If parent return type is number, okay, if parent return type is number, then child return type may be number, integer, float, byte, short, long, double, big decimal, etc. because all these are the child class of number, so they are the valid one. Correct? Now take one more case, right? So let's say parent return type is equal to string and child return type is object. Correct? So this is not a valid scenario. Child return type must be the child of parent return type. Okay, I hope this concept is very much clear to you guys. If you have any question, any query, let me know in my comment section. I will explain everything. Thank you very much.